Hey, what's going on, fam? This is Jay Cameron inviting you to join us in Ethiopia next March 2025. And this is going to be an iconic trip that you don't want to miss, a trip of a lifetime. We're going to be visiting Addis Ababa, Gondor, Lalibela. You'll have a chance to taste the amazing Ethiopian food. You'll also have a chance to visit the Rastafarian community. You'll get the history, you'll get the fashion, you have an opportunity to shop. It's going to be a trip, an experience of a lifetime. So make sure you sign up to join us in Ethiopia, March 2025.
Peace, family. My name is Vicki Dillard for African Diaspora News Channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to give the broadcast a big thumbs up, and share. Thank you so very much, family. I did a previous video on Haiti recently. Of course, I've been talking about them for some time now, but I did a recent video and I told you all to stay tuned because I was doing a part 2 and I didn't want you to miss it, right? And I warned you that it was going to be quite explosive. Now, the reason why I say this is quite explosive is because after covering Haiti for some time now, I heard directly from an informant that have what appears to me to be based on information and belief. Of course, I'm making it very clear that this was information told to me from someone who I believe to be a credible individual. This individual did reach out to me a few months ago, but I am a responsible media person. And so I did not rush to bring this to the public's attention. And because I feel like I have other sources to verify the veracity of what he said, his proximity and relationship to the former regime of Haiti is what makes this quite interesting, and that particular source came directly to me. And because I believe in protecting my sources and not using just obviously strictly online resources for obvious reasons, it took some months before I was actually comfortable discussing this. And I'm going to basically use other things that's in the public domain to verify or to substantiate and to corroborate, I should say, what I want to reveal that was said to me in this particular conversation. Well, family, certainly you all know by now about my previous video that I discussed. And in that previous video, I discussed the fact that there is this extraterrestrial resource that Haiti has. And in fact, Haiti has the world's second largest iridium deposits. Iridium, that is this extraterrestrial resource that is in Haiti. This particular asteroid that hit the country some many thousands of years ago. There's a resource that's there that it left in that country and has one of the top levels of resource. And according to this particular clip that I want to remind you of, I want you to watch this clip of this particular sister who is an expert in Haiti. This is not just to be clear, this is not the informant that contacted me, but just listen to what she said publicly some years ago about this extraterrestrial resource. Watch this clip just as a reminder.
Says 1 ton of Haiti's iridium.
Iridium. I wanted to get to
iridium
that. Yeah.
Is worth $45 billion. We have mountains of it. So what the UN occupation is that they put soldiers and private military contractors in UN uniforms. They're everywhere in Haiti, digging out the mountains. You can go to Haiti, and yes, you can see. Mm-hmm. Like I was in Haiti one time and I saw 12 UN trucks with these dirt, black dirt, mm-hmm. just going through. I'm like, mm-hmm. So they literally, since 1986, with the fall of Duvalier, mm-hmm. the U.S. military has been taking out Haiti's iridium.
Okay, she tells us a little bit about this extraterrestrial resource, gives us information on when this asteroid hit the country, and that she says it is Haiti has the purest form of iridium. Yes, notwithstanding the fact that it's found in South Africa and perhaps a few other countries, but they have, according to her, its purest resource. Well, the particular informant that I engaged in a form of communication with a few months ago said this to me. His direct family were business partners with now deceased former President Jovenel Moise. How many of you all know Mr. Moise was born in 1968 and was unalived, assassinated in 2021? So we were told, of course, that Mr. Former President Jovenel was a puppet for the West. But I did a broadcast showing you a clip from an activist on the ground, an insider on the ground, a whistleblower on the ground that told us that the very forces that put him in power were the very ones that took him out. Well, my particular informant that reached out directly to me told me that, and I'm making sure that I said this right because I was taking notes during our conversation, that former President Jovenel, his family members, which I won't tell you what part of his family was, were business partners with him. And as business partners with Mr. Jovenel, former President Jovenel Moise, he is aware, because of his family, that former President Jovenel was actually taking meetings with Putin and was going to open up a big embassy there. And that Haiti was actually in talks to actually join, very likely BRICS, or certainly increase their bilateral relationships. But a bloc such as BRICS, I'm going to say allegedly BRICS, was in talks to do that, which means that their dependency on the United States and others would suffer a major blow. And he also emphasized the fact that this iridium is one of the #1 materials, he said, that's used in some of the nuclear warfare. This is what was directly told to me. Again, this was a few months ago, and because I don't trust just online sourcing and so forth, I had to have a follow-up communication with him in a different way. Well, I also was able to corroborate some of that with things that are already in the public domain, but don't make mainstream media. This is why we emphasize Black media, because it's out there somewhere doesn't mean it's in the spaces where those that hear it, the masses of the people are really getting it. Do you understand? Who cares if it's out there somewhere if it's not in the public space, right? And if this is not a part of our conversation and what we factor in before we go to war, and the things that we don't, this is important that we factor this in whenever we're considering geopolitics, particularly in the Caribbean area. Yes. Well, this piece admits, even just from last year, it's fairly recent, Miami Herald. The headline here says that long before the U.S. intel leak revealed group's plan, Russia was showing interest in Haiti. Now, family, I'm just going to read you a little bit of this. It says how here the surprising offer from the Kremlin first appeared in a March 2021 tweet. Haiti, the Russian Federation's foreign ministry's account said that it was entering a period of, quote, political instability and the largest ever social and economic crisis. Russia is ready to help Haitians restore political stability, maintain internal security, and train personnel, the tweet emphasized. Of course, again, this piece that I'm reading you from is from the Miami Herald. This is from just last year. The tweet that is obviously referring to is from 2021. Yes. A month later, former President Jovenel Moise, was dead, shot 12 times in his private bedroom in the hills above the Port-au-Prince after a group of Haitian Americans, Haitian nationals, and former Colombian soldiers, it says, failed to kidnap him 2 weeks earlier when he returned from an overseas trip to Turkey, a visit whose purpose remains shrouded in secrecy. Now, family, why am I reading that to you? As I mentioned to you before, I'm going to protect my sources. And I had to obviously take it offline because we don't trust online sourcing. And I did not immediately come out, even though I've been covering Haiti for some time now. And because I was able to find this, what appears to be a verifiable cross-sourcing to some of what I was told, that's the reason why I'm bringing it to you now. This is huge. This is also huge because if you're paying attention to what's happening with Turkey, as it's technically pronounced, we call it Turkey, and their interest now in BRICS, that's important because Turkey is one of the more interesting countries that's actually a NATO member, but they've been giving NATO a hell of a time for obvious reasons, stuff that's going on in the Middle East, yes, and with Gaza and with Israel and so forth, right? And the fact that Mr. Jovenel Moise was meeting with Turkey and they considered his conversations with them to be surrounded in secrecy, I believe would be another motive for why he was not a reliable puppet anymore. And certainly any conversation that he was having with the Russians, which the Russians were obviously upfront with their communications, not that they told us everything, but certainly the fact that they were in communication and that the United States is obsessed and absolutely threatened by Russia. And we know that Russia has made significant military gains in terms of its weaponry, in terms of its technological advancement, and certainly that iridium would have been playing a major role. And because Russia is seen as a more fair partner around the world, it's not that other countries, especially Black countries around the world, including the Caribbean and on the continent of Africa, it's not that they're not doing business with these other countries. It's just that they believe that some of the other countries they're doing business with, they don't lie, they keep their word, and whatever deal they have is more fair, unlike the United States and her Western allies. I'm gonna leave it at that for now. Y'all know I'm going to be likely doing a follow-up in the near future. I can't wait to hear what you have to say about it. Let's be wise in what we say in the comment section, of course. My name is Vicki Dillard, beloved. I teach supernatural principles that ship-shape lives and signs and wonders, miracles. My students are getting unbelievable breakthroughs because of my monthly mastermind teachings. It is written that people perish for lack of knowledge. So if people perish for lack of knowledge, what if you have the right knowledge? That means that knowledge can absolutely change your life and the trajectory that you live. You don't want to miss the Vicki Dillard Mystery School. It's a very affordable cost each month, beloved. Be sure to go to my website at VickiPlanet.com to get the latest information. VickiPlanet.com, VICKIPlanet.com. And of course, share my broadcast here on African Diaspora News Channel. I can't wait to see you again.